I swear, the first time I saw him, I thought I was losing my mind. It started with something small. Something so small, I almost ignored it. A glass. I clearly remember placing that glass on the kitchen counter before going to bed. It was half full of water, sitting right next to the sink. I always leave it there, every single night. But when I woke up the next morning, it was in the living room. Not just moved. Placed perfectly on the center table. Like someone had carefully positioned it there. I live alone. At least, I thought I did. Section 1, the small things. At first, I tried to explain it logically. Maybe I moved it myself and forgot. Yeah. That had to be it. People forget things all the time, right? But then it kept happening. Keys I left on the hook would appear in my bedroom drawer. My shoes would be neatly lined up, even though I always leave them messy. Lights I turned off, would be on again. It wasn't random. That's what scared me the most. It was organized. Intentional. Controlled. Like someone was living my life, when I wasn't looking. Section 2, the first sound. 3 nights later, I heard it. Footsteps. Soft. Slow. Careful. I woke up at exactly 2:47 a.m. I remember checking my phone because my heart was already racing. At first, I thought it was outside. But then I heard it again. Step, step, step. Inside the house. Right outside my bedroom door. I held my breath. The sound stopped. For a few seconds, there was nothing but silence. And then, a faint creak. Like someone slowly leaning their weight against the door. I couldn't move. I couldn't even breathe properly. Hello? I whispered. No answer. Just silence. But I felt it. Someone was there. Standing, right on the other side. Section 3, I checked the house. I don't know where I found the courage, but I got up. My hands were shaking as I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight. The door opened slowly. The hallway was empty. No one. Every room, empty. Windows locked. Doors locked. Nothing out of place. Except one thing. The bathroom light was on. I was 100% sure I turned it off before sleeping. And the mirror. The mirror was foggy. Like someone had just taken a hot shower. Section 4, the first sign. That's when I saw it. Written on the mirror. 3 words. Stop looking. My heart dropped. I froze. I didn't write that. There was no one in the house. So who did? Section 5, the camera. The next day, I did what anyone would do. I bought a camera. Actually, 3. One for the living room. One for the hallway. One facing my bedroom door. If someone was coming into my house, I was going to catch them. That night, I could barely sleep. Every little sound made me jump. But nothing happened. No footsteps. No lights. No movement. Just silence. For the first time in days. I slept. Section 6, the footage. The next morning, I checked the recordings. At first, everything looked normal. Empty rooms. Quiet house. Then I opened the hallway camera footage. And that's when my life changed forever. At exactly 2:47 a.m. My bedroom door opened. Slowly. And someone walked out. I leaned closer to the screen. My hands started shaking. Because the person walking in the hallway was me. Same face. Same clothes. Same body. But something was wrong. The way he moved. It wasn't natural. Too slow. Too controlled. Like he was learning how to walk. Section 7, the smile I watched in horror as I walked toward the living room. Then suddenly, he stopped. Right in front of the camera. And slowly, he turned his head. Not toward the hallway. Not toward the room. Straight into the camera. Straight at me. And then, he smiled. But it wasn't my smile. It was wider. Too wide. Like it didn't belong on a human face. Section 8, the worst part. 1 Paused the video. My breathing was out of control. This isn't real, but then I noticed something that made it worse. Much worse. The timestamp. 2:47 a.m. That's the exact time. I remember waking up. Which means, while I was in my bed, something that looked exactly like me was walking around my house. Section 9, the realization. I ran to my bedroom. Checked the door. Checked the windows. Everything locked. No sign of forced entry. No hiding place. No explanation. Only one possibility. Whatever that thing was. It didn't break in. It was already inside. Section 10, tonight. I'll stay awake. I don't feel safe anymore. I don't trust my house. I don't even trust myself. Because tonight, I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to stay awake. And if that thing comes out again, I'll be waiting. Watching. Ready. Because I need to know one thing. If there's a second me living in my house. I didn't sleep that night. Not even for a second. I turned off all the lights in the house and sat on my bed, staring at the door. My phone was in my hand, cameras open, every corner of the house visible on the screen. The clock ticked slowly. 1:12 a.m. 1:58 a.m. 2:31 a.m. My heartbeat got louder with every passing minute. And then, 2:47 a.m. Right on time. Section 1, the door moves. At first, nothing. Just silence. Then, a soft click. My bedroom door handle moved. Slowly. Very slowly. Like someone on the other side was trying not to make a sound. My grip tightened around my phone. I stopped breathing. The door creaked open, inch by inch. Darkness filled the hallway. And then, I saw him. Section 2, face to face. He stepped inside. It was me. Same face. Same height. Same clothes. But standing there, in the dim light, I could finally see the difference. His eyes. They were empty. Not lifeless. Not dead. Just wrong. Like something was wearing my body, but didn't fully understand how to be human. We stared at each other. No movement. No sound. Just two identical people, in the same room. Section 3, he speaks. Then he tilted his head. Exactly the way I do when I'm confused. And in a low, broken voice, he said, "You're not supposed to be awake." My blood turned cold. I tried to speak, but my throat felt locked. "What, are you?" I finally whispered. He smiled. That same unnatural, stretched smile. "I'm you." Section 4, the first step. He took one step closer. I instantly moved back. "Stay away from me." But he didn't stop. Step, step, step. Every movement was slow. Controlled. Careful. Like he was studying my reactions. "You sleep," he said softly, "and I live." I felt something inside me break. What does that mean? Another step. It means, this is my house too. Section 5, the truth starts breaking. My mind started racing. All the things that had been happening. The moved objects. The footsteps. The mirror message. It was him. It was always him. You've been here the whole time, haven't you? I said. He nodded slightly. Watching. Learning. Becoming. My stomach twisted. Becoming, what? He leaned closer. You. Section 6, the chase. That's when I ran. I didn't think. I didn't plan. I just ran. Out of my room, down the hallway, into the living room. My heart was pounding so loud I could barely hear anything else. But behind me, I heard footsteps. Faster now. No longer slow. No longer careful. He was chasing me. Section 7, the reflection trick. I reached the living room and grabbed the nearest thing I could find, a glass vase. I turned around just in time to see him stop. Right in front of me. But this time, he wasn't smiling. He looked annoyed. You're making this difficult, he said. Stay away. I shouted, holding the vase up. Then something strange happened. He glanced at the mirror on the wall. And for a split second, his reflection lagged behind. Like it wasn't perfectly synced with him. Section 8, the weakness. I noticed it. And I knew, that was something. You're not perfect, are you? I said. His expression changed instantly. That calm, fake smile disappeared. You're not supposed to notice that. Now I was sure. Whatever he was, he wasn't complete. Section 9, the attack without warning. He lunged. Fast. Inhumanly fast. I barely had time to react before he grabbed my arm. His grip was cold. Too cold. I screamed and smashed the vase against him. It shattered. For a moment, he stumbled back. And that's when I saw it. Under his skin. Something moved. Not bones. Not muscle. Something else. Section 10, not human. He looked at his arm where the glass hit him. No blood. No injury. Just a slight distortion, like his body glitched. Then he slowly looked back at me. And smiled again. You're starting to understand, he said. I shook my head, backing away. You're not me, you're not human. He took another step forward. No, he whispered. I'm better. Section 11, the offer. Then suddenly, he stopped. Completely still. And his voice changed. Calm. Soft. Almost gentle. You don't have to be afraid. I stared at him, confused. What? He tilted his head again. We can share. My stomach dropped. Share, what? He smiled wider than ever before. This life. Section 12, the real horror. I felt sick. You want to replace me? He shook his head slowly. No, then he pointed at the floor. At night. I live. Then he pointed at me. During the day, you pretend. My entire body went cold. Pretend? What did he mean by that? Section 13, the final line. I backed toward the door, desperate to escape. I'm leaving, I said. You're not stopping me. For the first time. He laughed. A low, distorted laugh that didn't sound human at all. Then he said something that I will never forget. You already tried that. My heart skipped. What? He stepped closer, and whispered, and you came back. Section 14, the memory gap. Suddenly. Something hit me. Hard. A memory. A missing piece. Last week. There was a night I couldn't remember. A full night. Gone. I thought I just slept deeply. But now I wasn't so sure. Section 15, the end of control. I looked at him. Really looked at him. At myself. At the thing pretending to be me. And for the first time, I realized the truth. This wasn't just something in my house. This thing was slowly taking over my life. My memories. My actions. My identity. And maybe it already had. Then who the hell is sleeping in my bed?